My name's Refa One. I'm the director of Aerosol, and I am an Oakland muralist. One of the pieces that stands out for me that I'm the most proud of is the one I did with other community artists and with some of my neighbors and people from the neighborhood, which was the Serve the People mural, which was a commemoration mural for the rank and file Black Panther Party members, as well as the legacy of Huey P. Newton. And this was done in West Oakland. Another piece that's kind of high profile that I've done around Oakland that I'm proud of is the Oscar Grant mural. And not so much for the aesthetic design of the mural, but the fact that it brought so much attention to the cause for justice against police terrorism, and that it brought a sense of comfort to the family and the mother of Oscar Grant. So recently we had a mural unveiling at Martin Luther King Elementary in West Oakland. The piece was titled Three Kings because it portrayed three different aspects of Dr. King as an organizer, as a family man, and as a deep political thinker. I did this at an elementary school with and in front of elementary school students. I want them to see themselves as being the solution to changing things in their neighborhood, that change does not always come from outside, and that the primary change we need comes from within, and that when it is formally organized in a thorough way, that we can achieve whatever it is that we want. It also gives them an opportunity to see us in action from start to finish, which can plant a seed of creativity into the minds of young people.
This type of work, generationally, legacy-wise, is going to help us get free. It does not stop with one person. We have to teach our children. And now I'm a father of a son who's carrying on the tradition.
Being raised here in Oakland and growing up here has afforded me the privilege to be connected to the pulse of the people. And to have lived as long as I have here, it has afforded me the lived experience of seeing the legacy of Oakland before crack. I'm not an artist that comes into a community from outside to create. I'm embedded in the community. I am part of the community. I am the community artist. I believe the authenticity of being an embedded community artist affords me the foresight of seeing what the interests are. And bringing those interests forward in the artwork is something that I learned from the Black Panther Party, from artists like Emory Douglas, from artists like Akinsanya Kambone, from artists like Asali. And these were Black Panther artists that created all types of images where it's a visual language that they were speaking to the people. And learning how to use that visual language to transform the visual landscape of the Black community is at the top of my list in terms of work and service.
I wouldn't be here as an artist. I wouldn't be here as an organizer. I wouldn't be here as a servant of the people if it wasn't for the inspiration and teachings I got from my mother, who was a rank and file Panther, Sister Carol Henry.
It was my responsibility to do fundraising for the Huey P. Newton Defense Fund. I traveled from coast to coast, raising money for political prisoners back in the 60s.
Currently, we're working on a campaign to get the 10-point program all over Oakland as far as we can, and the rest of the Bay Area too. But we started with the 10-point program because we realized that the young people in the neighborhoods are not familiar with the Black Panther Party's legacy. They don't know the 10 points, and many of our community members in general, adults alike, also are uninformed or misinformed about the Black Panther Party's legacy. I think it's important for folks to understand that as an Oakland muralist, what my foundation is. I started and still am a spray can artist. I'm a spray can hip hop muralist. I'm what is called a writer, a style writer. And so as a writer, I spent some time in the streets, tagging, painting my art without permission, because I understand that if you try to limit the voice of African people, we are going to express ourselves by any means necessary. But there is a code of conduct that goes along with our culture. Again, this is a culture. Our intention is to create beautiful things. Our intention is to express ourselves and communicate. And we communicate through code that we speak with each other. But one thing that we do not do is destroy our community. We are part of the community, the writers, that is. And we are anti-establishment. We are anti the establishment that seeks to exploit, destroy, and hurt our people in any shape, form, or fashion. But what we are not is antisocial. So in that regard, we don't go out and destroy the beautiful murals or public spaces that we collectively love, but we do take up visual space in the neighborhoods that we live because we feel it's our right. This new generation of spray can taggers or gentrifiers, as I have to put it, we've been culturally gentrified. So many of the people who are coming in the name of this culture are not a part of the culture, and they're not a part of the community. And so with that being said, much of the white privilege and many of the ways that they see the world, they still carry with them when they come in and impose themselves into our culture. And so you will see things that are more antisocial in our community than they are anti-establishment. You will see things that are more destructive than they are creative. And that's what we have now in Oakland. We got a whole bunch of gentrifier scribblers that are coming into our neighborhoods and just wrecking them, just to be destructive. And so it's important for us to organize that we would have a more culturally sound, authentic flavor and expression in our neighborhood. And it is up to us as artists, as muralists here in Oakland, to defend our spaces that we find to be sacred. These are sacred spaces, and our culturally intimate spaces should be protected, and that requires organization. So I'm certainly calling on the public and other artists of African descent and brown artists in the Oakland community to organize and protect places that are sacred and intimate to your culture.